People, Deluded, I'm back again. It's always a pleasure being here speaking with you lot. Probably hear too much because I drop videos on videos on videos, but it's an addiction. Either way, there's some Arsenal talking points that are floating online. We might as well speak about them. You know, farewell to Sam Greenwood first and foremost. Allegedly, he's completed his medical. You've also saw his goodbye on Instagram. He's more or less a Leeds player, you know. In his 2 years that he's been here, he's won the under-18s Premier League division. He's got to dazzle with his ball-footedness. He scored some decisive goals. He's got to develop. And I wish him all the best at Leeds. And I'll personally still be following him and supporting him all the way. He joins a competitive Leeds team, under-23 side. He joins a team managed by Bielsa, which you can undoubt he is going to develop a lot physically, in my opinion, if he gets opportunities. So congratulations to Sam Greenwood. Hopefully Leeds have a pathway for you. For Arsenal, obviously, they're probably looking at it without emotion. Signed him 2 years ago. 1.5 reaching £3 million with a sell-on clause for a man that hasn't made a first-team appearance. It is what it is. Probably the similar logic will follow with Ballard. Moving away from that, and Daniel Ballard, you know, he's had a good week. You know, he got to play for Arsenal's first team against MK Dons. Today he's been called up to Northern Ireland squad for their September's National League fixtures. So keep it up, Daniel. Congratulations for that. You know, I've made a previous vid where Arteta's spoken about us moving forward with the signing of Gabriel, but apparently, according to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal are planning to announce the signing of Gabriel this week. He has signed his contract until 2025. We'll have to see. Di Marzio is saying Fiorentina are awaiting a positive response from Arsenal in order to conclude a deal for Lucas Torreira. Now, I have seen rumours in relation to a loan with an option to buy or a permanent signing. I want Torreira to stay personally, but if he does leave, it is what it is. I'm not really fussed about players now, man. Aubameyang's the only one I really want to keep. As you lot know, Wolves have had an opening offer believed to be £15 million rejected for Maitland-Niles. Apparently Arsenal want at least 20. Apparently Mikel doesn't want him to leave. Obviously we're on the eve of the Community Shield as well. Apparently Maitland is not concerned about the situation and is concentrating on the game at Liverpool versus Liverpool at Wembley on Saturday. It is understood that Mikel Arteta is reluctant to let him go, and he has spoken in his press conference in relation to the Community Shield about Maitland-Niles. So we'll have to see what happens in that regards. The Amadou Diarra rumours won't leave Arsenal alone, and apparently Arsenal insist on signing Diarra. In the last few hours, the Gunners have returned to the office and are willing to make a move for the midfielder. Arsenal are willing to pay 27 million, but an exchange with Torreira, who Fiorentina are also interested in, cannot be ruled out. So we'll have to see what happens in that regards. Apparently, new Juventus gaffer Andrea Pirlo is looking for a right back and is after Hector Bellerin, even though this move was a few weeks ago. Bellerin to Juventus via Arsenal was squashed, but apparently his first choice is Bellerin, and he's likely to cost 30 million euros. Apparently though, Juventus will likely have to sell first before they can afford Bellerin, so we'll have to see how that one moves. In relation to Wolves, you know, they're probably looking at a Doherty replacement who's going to Spurs, and if you've seen his tweets surfacing online, he seems to be a big Arsenal fan, so let's hope he goes there and puts in some Arsenal fan performances one would expect of an Arsenal fan wearing a Spurs shirt. Make of that what you will. There's talk of Kolasinac going back to Germany with Schalke. There's also talk of going to Roma. Apparently they're willing to offer £15 million. Are they willing to offer £15 million and supplement his 100k a week wages for a player that's got 2 years left on their deal? I'm not too sure. Kolasinac, congratulations. Like Socrates, I believe his wife has given birth to a new child. Is he willing to uproot his family? They could, you know. Italy, lovely way of life. Stay there for significant years. Could be a lovely place for his young family and wife to experience. But at the same time, you know, especially with COVID in mind and you've got a young family, would you really want to move to a new country and all the dealings that go with moving to a new house and all of these things? And with COVID in mind, with his contracts, is he going to get 100 bags a week elsewhere? His agents worked a number on Arsenal. They really utilised the fact that he's signing for free. Let's give him 100k a week. So he got 100k a week and a signing bonus at Arsenal. So someone's got twanged. I do think on one hand we need Kolasinac, if not Kolasinac, another left back, because we know Saka can do a job there, but he's a winger. If Maitland-Niles goes, if Saka's seen exclusively as a winger, if Tierney gets injured, who plays there? There are some options we can do. So there is a case to bring in a left back if you're not going to keep the body of Kolasinac. But at the same time, I think with Tierney, I think with Saka, and a big if Maitland-Niles stays in the team, stays at Arsenal, you got 3 man, you could probably get away with it there, you know, if you don't want to bring in a left back, which you probably should do. So we'll have to see what happens, but I don't personally buy that one. You know, we've got one player going to Leeds in Sam Greenwood. He could be followed by another Arsenal player in Callum Chambers. Holding's been linked with them as well. But Callum Chambers, according to Team Talk, Arsenal will sell Callum Chambers for the right price this summer, and Team Talk understands Leeds are ready to fight Fulham for his signature. I don't know if Leeds want him because they couldn't secure, you know, Ben White, who wants to stay at Brighton. I'm not too sure. He had a good season at Fulham when they were in the league playing in midfield, you know, so you can see why. I like Chambers. I think he could be a decent squad player. You know, he's English, so there's the homegrown factor. I think unlike David Luiz and Socrates and to a degree Mustafi, he's got age on his side and things like that. But, you know, if we want to sell him, it is what it is. I don't think we should be selling for 12 million. I think you should be selling for 16 or even getting 20, because I've seen worse players go for less. Worse players go for more. So let's see. But 12 million to get Chambers off the wage book, to clear the books of our centre-halves who are overcrowded, I respect it. I can see why. Also as well, you know, if Bellerin does leave, it could probably be worth keeping Chambers just to have cover at fullback, you know. He might not play significantly, but just cover, because you're relying on Cedric Suarez, Maitland-Niles. So let's see what happens. But apparently, Arsenal have made it, apparently they're ready, Fulham are ready to fight for his signature. He's been told by Mikel Arteta that he is not in the long-term plans and is free to leave. Arsenal made it clear to Chambers that he can move on with a price of around 12 million placed on his head. The Gunners have also made it clear they would like to sell rather than loan Chambers out. As far as Arteta is concerned, Chambers' Arsenal career is over. Chambers knows Fulham very well, having obviously spent the 2018-19 season there. Leeds, however, cannot be discounted. They have a connection through sporting director Victor Orta, who signed him during his time with Middlesbrough. Orta has held talks with Arsenal over a potential deal. So we'll have to see what happens in that regards, people. We'll really have to see. So let's see, man. Hopefully it's from positive news on the Arsenal front. Hopefully we can smooth the process of bringing in signings. For me, announcing Gabriel, announcing Aubameyang's deal and moving in some other players. But we'll have to see what happens, man. I've got nothing more to say, so I'm going to get out of here. It's always a pleasure. But for now, people, deluded. I'm out.